Welcome in to the Fantasy Football Game Show brought to you by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your host today, JL, joined by my swooshing co-host, Joshua Fuster. How you doing today, Josh?
Only throwing straight bucket swishes up in here. It's Monday. I'm ready to go.
Buckets. Let me see
Ready to
them.
win.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Also
Can't see
joining
my
us.
hoop, so you can't prove me wrong. I did make it.
Yeah, you nailed it. Every single one. Didn't miss one. Can't prove him wrong. Also joining us is Front Yard Fantasy member Joey Wright. How you doing today, Joey?
Listen, there's a phrase in boxing and MMA that's like
Tell
a
us.
big fight feel. So I'm really just here for the big fight up top. Just
Big
here to
fight
watch.
up top.
Just here to observe. So
Yes.
happy to be here.
Oh, wait, I have to go like that.
It gets confusing. It gets
It's real
Got to figure it
confusing.
out. Right?
That way, yeah. And joining us, I'm sure you have already noticed, she is coming back on the show. Julia Papworth, she's a writer for Fantasy Footballers and a talker at the Fantasy Playbook. Good friend of FYF. Julia, how are you doing today, my friend?
I am great. I am living the dream. Thanks for having me.
Living the dream.
Living the
I love it.
dream.
Living the dream. We are here doing a mock draft today, which we'll get into shortly here, but we got some folks in the chat who we want to talk to before we get going. Greg in here saying, with Julia back on the show, I hope Josh is prepared to lose this mock draft today. Joshua, can you confirm or deny?
Listen, I'm not prepared to lose ever because I'm a winner. I'm a winner, people. I like to win. I'm going to win, and I always do win. Prove me otherwise. Again, it's like the basketball shot.
Yeah.
I don't lose.
You don't lose. You never not swoosh.
Right?
Always swoosh.
Sorry, Julie.
Gotta believe.
Gotta believe. We got
Going
Justin
down.
in here. What up, Justin? What up, Jordan?
What's up, Justin?
We got
Jordan?
Justin
Yeah.
in here. What up?
Hello,
Dustin.
Dustin. What's up?
Justin saying, let's mock. A little Dustin and Justin. We got a little bit of Jay
What's
saying,
up? What's up with the what up? Everyone's saying
what
what
up?
up.
Everybody, what up? What up? What up?
Yeah. Hey,
Peaked in
everyone.
high school. Hey, everyone.
Oh, hi.
That's not what up. Albert, what up, Albert? Welcome in. And we got Dave in here, always representing Team Simon, always and forever. Hashtag feel better, Simon. Hashtag miss you, Simon.
Yeah.
That's
We're
beautiful.
we're with you. We stand with Simon.
Yeah. And Carlos saying, as ashamed as I am, I'm still going to stand up against people like Joey cheering for Poole. Hashtag Man U.
Listen, it's going on right now. And I'm not gonna lie, I just messaged Craig and I was like, can you update me on the Liverpool score in about 15 minutes?
I'm surprised you
just start?
put another monitor up with it.
I know.
No, I'm
Joe,
committed to this show.
Committed to the
to the
show.
Aw,
Man of the
And I'm only
people.
gonna
See
miss
it
the
for
first
you.
half. So Liverpool should be up by like 3-0 by then. So
By then, hopefully.
You're an Englishman at heart, aren't you?
We
Said nil.
We talked
With
about
that
this pre-show,
mustache.
but Jordan's bringing it up. Oh my God, that's the salutations guy. Where's the hat? Yeah. Oh, I took it differently. I knew he said that's the salutations guy, and where's the hat? I thought he meant there's no hat on the stream, and like 99.9% of shows, someone's wearing a hat.
Someone's with that.
Yeah.
Where's the hat, Robin? I mean, Joey.
Where's that?
I was like, who the hell is
that?
Robin? The hat is put away. The hat made an appearance was it Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. And so all I know is that I think on Thursday, we're gonna find out what happened to me or to whoever that was in Canton. So
Whoever that was, yes, of course.
tune in at 4:15 on Thursday after the stream. And
Oh,
maybe you'll find out what happened.
All right. There we go. Well, we're going to get into this mock draft, but before we do, got a couple reminders for you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you're following Julia on Twitter at Julia Papworth. It's her name, just no space in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's correct.
Yes.
I nailed it. And also, if you haven't already liked this video, it's the easiest way to show your support for us. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, Front Yard Fantasy. We're here every single weekday, 3 p.m. Eastern time, playing games. Josh is usually boxing or swooshing or doing something fun. You don't want to miss it. All right. You guys ready to get this mock draft started?
I'm so ready.
Do it.
At the end of this, I'm going to have the chat vote on who they think won this match between
All right.
Julia and Josh.
It's me.
All right.
It's
Today,
me. Honestly,
today we
I
got
think
a
thought process should be a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the result, that's all opinion based. But as long as I have the right idea,
you guys got to
behind
make your
everything,
case.
all
Right.
matters.
That's exactly how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
This has now become a debate battle.
Oh my
What do they
I
call
like it.
debate
I like
battles? Just a debate? I don't know.
A debate.
It's just a
Yeah.
debate. Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. I feel like it should
I'm
be.
gonna
something
pull
cool,
Will Ferrell from Old School out on you guys. You know, I don't
Gonna
even know
run
what
through the
happened.
stream
What
naked?
just happened?
though. Which is- I forgot he's in that movie.
So I'm
Ooh,
on the
Jonathan
clock
Taylor,
here.
CMC, Dalvin Cook, and now
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
you're on the clock.
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up. It's in one shot.
Like, this is not a pick that I'm worried about messing up, but it's like, who can add the most value to my team? Right now, I think I'm just between two wide receivers that I think are the top 2 tiers of receivers. Right now, Cooper Kupp and Justin Jefferson. I would definitely be considering Jonathan Taylor. Christian McCaffrey was there. I wanted one of these receivers if one of those guys weren't here. So I just got to go with what I believe. It's going to be Cooper Kupp. I know there's some concerns with Matthew Stafford, his throwing shoulder, blah, blah, blah. But Cooper Kupp just had one of the best seasons we've ever seen from a wide receiver, period, in NFL history. Love Justin Jefferson. If you took him there, I wouldn't blame you, but I'm a Cooper Kupp over Justin Jefferson guy.
So, Josh, I know that you have spent time doing your projections this offseason. Are you Cooper Kupp had, like you just mentioned, a historic season. Are you like how far away from last season are you projecting him this season, this upcoming system?
It's a great question because, like, I'm not at all projecting him.
You can't project the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Even with a downgraded season through my projections, Cooper Kupp significantly outscores everyone except for Christian McCaffrey. And that's just a 17 games. If Christian McCaffrey plays 17 games, it's hard not to see him being I talked about this so many times, but Cooper Kupp's my number 2 overall person when it comes down to projections. And that's what downgraded stats across the board from last year. Less yards, less catches, less targets, less touchdowns, less everything. Still the wide receiver 1 for me. So.
Still wide receiver 1. Wow. That's super interesting. I think you have to downgrade him, but I think that question is how much are people downgrading him? So it's cool to see that you're not.
And I think a lot of people out there, Joey, I know you love Allen Robinson. I like Allen Robinson a lot.
Yeah.
And I think some people might think Allen Robinson takes away, right?
Yeah.
I think Allen Robinson is going to have a real bounce back year.
Yeah.
Where you
I completely agree.
Are you comfortable drafting him as an wide receiver 2 in the season, Julia? Do you think he'll be able to reach wide receiver 1?
I really I wrote an article about him, and like going back and looking at how many times the Rams have supported two wide receivers and how well they are with targets. And it's like, he gets the quarterback upgrade. He gets a good quarterback he's never had. He's never had a good person throwing him. And he's not old. I mean, he's older, but he's still not old yet. I think he's going to have a great season. I really think he is. I think both of them, him and Kupp together, are going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
Let's see.
Joey,
I gotta tell you, that Justin Jefferson feels like a steal of a pick there at the 9th spot.
I do not disagree with you taking him at 104, Josh. Taking Kupp. I would have taken Jefferson at 104. So the fact that he fell to me at 109, I was.
Yeah.
It's a big woo-woo.
You know what's interesting? I don't think Kupp would have made it to 109. But
love that Swift pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kupp, like sometimes Jefferson falls for whatever reason, whether people don't believe in Kirk Cousins or whatever. But
Kupp
Julia just sniped me, so I wanted Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
Have we been watching Hard Knocks? Like how much in love with everyone else?
I've seen the first episode.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I love him.
DeAndre Swift. I want them all to win.
Citing all the names of the wide receivers. Oh, he stole my heart.
I know.
And then his dad.
The whole thing with his dad. I'm like, okay, I'm bought in. Where can I get Amon-Ra St. Brown? Trade for him. He's just sitting there catching from the machine. He's like, I do 200 a day. I'm like, damn right you do.
Yeah.
Joey taking CD Lamb as a consolation prize.
Okay.
For not getting DeAndre Swift.
Sorry.
I like CD Lamb there a lot, Joey. He kind of ends a tier of wide receiver for me. While I think Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson are the top 2, and then it kind of gets into the Jamar Chases and Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, CD Lamb. After that, I get a lot less confident. Yeah, Tyreek Hill was the next guy picked here. Just because of him switching teams and playing with Tua now, he just concerns me a little bit. Talent's there, but I'm a little nervous.
I was debating in my mind between Lamb and Jones, and I feel better with some running backs I might catch in the 3rd and 4th than I do with some of those wide receivers. So I might regret it, but Jefferson Lamb I love as a start.
That's how I feel about most things.
This is why we mock, though, right? To see where the people fall.
Yeah.
If in the 3rd and 4th round you have more running backs you like or more wide receivers you like, and then
doing this every week of the off season since we started doing this has been crazy valuable. It's just crazy helpful for just drafting. Like I feel like I'm worlds better.
There was my light went out. Oh, good Lord. I look horrible. That's what happens when you have a light go out.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Can barely tell the difference.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be good.
I'll be
I
fine.
don't like this pick, guys.
We
I
got
don't
Dave
like this
in here.
Oh. Whoa.
We got Dave, $2 Canadian, $2 I should say. Mock Draft Madness, hashtag wild card. I think he wants you to go wild here, Josh.
I think he sent us 2 loonies, if I'm correct in my
Two
Canadian
There's like
currency.
three guys that have
terminology.
back to back in my rankings. I'm gonna go with Mark Andrews.
Okay.
I know this is not tight end premium, and that if it was tight end premium, that's an easy pick. Mark Andrews right there for me. I just wanted Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews are the 2 tight ends that I think separate themselves from the rest of the pack in terms of tight ends. George Kittle, Darren Waller, even Kyle Pitts. I'm a little bit nervous about their situations. Just, the lack of targets that they've had previously, I think are going to go down for pretty much all of them. Maybe Pitts gets a slight uptick, but Marcus Mariota's throwing the ball. So Mark Andrews, I'm going to get the difference maker at the tight end position, see if I can build my team around these 2 guys, Cooper Kupp and Mark Andrews.
It's cool to see that, to see sort of who you miss out on when you take a tight end early. I think you should always do a mock draft where you do that to see who goes bet for you.
Yeah, because I've been in drafts where I take a tight end. I just did the flex draft in New York, and I think it was Kelce early in the second round, and Mark Andrews fell to like the 4th or 5th. And I was like, man, I really wouldn't have made this decision if I had known they were going to fall. It happens though.
Doing one of those and doing one where maybe you take a quarterback earlier than you usually would to sort of see what the makeup of your team looks like.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
We got Scampers in here. So hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Scampers?
What up, Scamps?
I actually had, for example, Leonard Fournette and Deebo Samuel ranked above Mark Andrews in my rankings. So I was considering taking both of those guys as well.
Yeah, but I like that. You got to play the field. Sometimes you can't just use straight rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Jay saying, JL loves how much Dan Campbell says man on Hard Knocks. That is absolutely true. He says it so much. He's like, come on, man.
Speech they start Hard Knocks out with is like literally, it made me crack the hell up. I thought it was funny. I thought it like okay, I'm gonna say something very controversial here. Very controversial. I like Dan Campbell.
That's not controversial. How do you not love?
Is that controversial?
Hold on. I like Dan Campbell.
Okay, this is a qualifier.
I think he's kind of dumb.
Maybe.
That's all I'll say. Oh no, wait! I was gonna take Javonte Williams.
You're so pretty dumb like that, or just like book smart dumb, or
I just don't think
he has been hit in the head a lot.
I think exactly. That's what kind of dumb I think he is. I love Dan Campbell, but I don't know if he's the best football coach out there. Let me just put it that way. I'll just put it that way.
I once told Simon, and this is because of my insecurities, that I wouldn't want to co-parent a child with Dan Campbell. Like we're like in that's like 2 dads situation where like he's married to my ex-wife. Like I would just be, it would be bad.
Well,
I wouldn't do well.
My spot right here. I hate my spot.
Oh well, then the thing I love about Dan Campbell is even if he isn't, like you said, Josh, like as smart, he has like joy of it. He's trying to really change like the philosophy in Detroit. And it seems like he might be aware of his limitations. If you're looking at like that coaching staff that he's sort of put around him, those are amazing men. Like those are guys who know their stuff. So maybe he's like, I'm going to just sort of delegate appropriately, and I'm going to do up downs with my guys, and we're going to go from there. Right?
Like I've said, I don't want to get this mistaken. I like Dan Campbell. I think most people do, but I question just his reliability a little bit. That's all I'll put. That's all I'll say. And I'm getting a lot of crap in the chat. Not a lot, but Pete Denischool saying everybody loves him. Emily saying Dan Mamble. I love that.
Dan Mamble.
Dan Campbell is a football coach. Josh, I get it. Josh, I just clipped that and sent it to Dan Campbell. Great. Maybe he'll know my name then, and that's kind of cool.
This is what I did last night, and I'm doing that.
Typical jock. I consider taking him with my
like that.
I believe he has one more year. I believe he has one more, and I know it's one of those things where sometimes you want to get out on the earlier side than the late, but like at that point, I don't love any of those wide receivers at that spot. So also saying that's going to be real dodgy when that comes back around.
Oh, we got an update here, Joey. I'm sorry. Man U's winning.
No, they're not.
Yes. 1-0. That's what Craig said at least.
It's okay. 60 minutes. You started to tilt real bad there.
Craig, I'm gonna
say
this right now. Like, don't mess with me. Like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But like,
I think he's being honest. That's pretty
Look,
much
I
about
don't-
it.
It has
I think
been
he's a
over
little
380
dumb.
days since Man U scored a goal on Liverpool. So,
But that's
Wow.
a good point. Like Julia was making this point, peaked in high school. Alex just said, I would charge into battle for Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
He's a good
That's-
motivator. He's a
I
good
think he
leader.
is a
He's
good
got
motivator.
passion. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
got
And that's
got
what that team needs at this point in time. Maybe in
Yeah.
a couple of years, that's not what they need. But right now, they need to believe that they can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to have
No,
the best talent
agree.
there right now.
No.
It's like, and when you see the light at the tunnel, there is no light. There is no light. There's a Metallica song. There's a Metallica song out there, and it's like
it goes like this.
It goes like this. Light at the tunnel. It's a train. It's hitting you. All right. So there's no light at the tunnel, and we're gonna have fun, man. We're gonna have fun. All right. Let's
We're
get
gonna have fun, man.
Yeah, let's go.
My
Great,
favorite
man.
part was when they would show Campbell and then they'd show Jared Goff, and I was like, "Is Goff like a 14-year-old boy?"
He looks so tiny. Dude.
He
Oh,
looks
I know.
miniature. Yeah.
Such a little dude.
So funny. Jordan going
love
full
watching
wide
him.
receiver here on the
Yeah.
end. Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore.
Woof. That is. He's done with wide receivers for a while.
I think he's good at wide receiver.
Yeah.
What do you think about
Josh
that?
Allen goes. Okay, Josh Allen goes.
What do you think about that strategy, Joey?
I mean, I wanted DJ Moore if I didn't get ETN, so I'm not very happy with Jordan right now. But
That's fair.
It's this is why we mock somebody like Jordan at the end, taking 4 wide receivers in a row, because I was thinking, okay, Jordan's probably going to take a running back here, and so I need to take Breece Hall now if I want him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it throws you off a little bit, but this is why we mock. So
That's the thing that's hard right here, because it's like I don't love the people who are right there with ADP. And so I know like and then I have to go all the way back down. So I'm like, I'm gonna reach a little bit here.
yeah,
But I also think this person will be gone by the time it comes back to me. And he is definitely my guy. So we're gonna go there.
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland.
I like that pick.
Yeah, he's my
I
dude.
like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wide receivers available, and I'm pretty
Yep.
confident with you, Julia. He would probably have been gone at your next
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
And I think he's primed. I mean, he's already kind of broken out, I would say. I think he had a top 20 season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But he's ready for a breakout season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I mean, Russell Wilson is going to have at least one, wide receiver one, and I think it's going to be him.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Pitts. Okay.
And then I got to say, I like the Ezekiel Elliott pick. I think he's a very polarizing guy this year, which is interesting because he's always been a top 12 running back. But I get it. His efficiency metrics, everything was like he set career lows in a lot of categories last year. He was dealing with a knee injury for the majority of the season. We didn't know that until after the season. He should be healthy. I think he's going to be a top 12 running back.
I think so
really
too. I think he will quietly be it too. Like it'll be, we'll get to the end of the year and we'll be like, oh wait, he was, where was
Zeke
he?
was just scoring 17 points like every week.
We'll just be
that's
like,
cool,
We'll be like how Joe Mixon was in a weird way, where everyone was like, oh yeah, Joe Mixon is solid and whatever, but he's not super sexy or whatever.
The sexy thing with Zeke is his durability. He always plays, and that's what you want out of the running back position. And maybe it hurt him last year because he was trying to be durable. He's in there, he's playing all the time. But I don't know. I like Zeke.
Him in those crop tops he wears in practice.
Stole my joke.
Sucker for crop tops.
Sucker for a crop top. Simon in here saying ads for Mike's Harder and UTI. Oh boy,
They go hand in hand.
Is UTI a college?
I think that's like a technical institute.
No, I thought
is it a
the infection?
Pee infection.
Urinary tract infection.
Oh no.
I don't know. Simon, give us some.
No, Pete's in high school. The sexy thing about Zeke.
We need some context.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
Absolutely. Jordan saying it's not my fault, JL. It is your fault. You made picks.
Simon, no, the infection.
No, the infection. Oh, okay. The infection is just taking out ads now.
Oh my God. Justin Herbert drafted. So he's the second quarterback. Okay.
Yep. Justin Herbert going to Dustin, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
D-unit.
Man, I'm having trouble drafting this draft. I don't really like how I put my team together. I don't think very much.
2 wide receivers, 1
That's
tight
when
end.
you write yourself a little note that says maybe Mark Andrews in the second wasn't a good plan.
Don't do that next time.
Yeah, shout out to Justin. I really like his start. And he joined our Discord today, and that's how he got in the draft.
That is a really good start, yeah.
The Eckler, Chubb. You're talking about Team 5, right?
Yeah.
Eckler, Chubb, A.J. Brown, Mike Williams. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like that team a lot. Simon, it could have been a COVID fever dream. Who knows?
Dude, I had such weird dreams when I had COVID. Yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna kill you.
So, Josh, you said that you're not sure you're liking how your team is getting built here. What would you have done differently if you were to go back? Would it be the Mark Andrews pick?
Yeah, I think it'd be the Mark Andrews pick. And try to get a guy like Schultz in like the 6th round. If that was possible, he might not even fall there. But getting Leonard Fournette there and then having the same team I have now, I just think I would like Leonard a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like Cooper Kupp, Leonard Fournette, Michael Pittman, and David Montgomery. I think I would like that start a little bit better. Just because I know the running backs where they are right now. I'm getting David Montgomery as my running back 1, who I think is going to be a safe option throughout the season, but I don't think he has
upside.
A ton of upside. He's probably not going to finish as a top 10 running back because of the Bears offense, but he's going to get carries and he's going to do what he's done throughout his career, being that. I mean, he was a top 5 running back 2 years ago, but he's going to have a lot of carries and a lot of targets to do.
It's hard. You just don't know what that team's going to be. That's the problem. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be great, but we don't really know how bad it's going to be.
Yeah, until we get into the season, I think it's kind of just speculate. A lot of it's speculation.
Yeah. Allen Robinson went.
Allen Robinson.
That's who I was considering with. He would have been gone regardless. Yeah. Because I would have taken him right here.
That would have been a solid pick.
But now I'm kind of stuck.
Scott Fish said FYF still not allowing me to join their Discord. It's underreported by the media.
Oh no.
Cry about it, Scott.
We love you, Scott.
Just not enough to let you into our Discord.
You guys.
I'm going to take Cam Akers here. I do think he is a running back that has the potential or more potential to be a top 5 running back other than David Montgomery. And if he hits, I like my running back.
Do you think McVay's going to stick with the one running back approach?
I mean, that's what he's showed throughout his career pretty much, right? I mean, throughout his head coaching career with the Rams, he likes to roll with one guy. And I think if anything, he showed that one Cam Akers was eventually ready to play. I know he didn't prove very much in the playoffs last year. He was bad. But I think a little bit more recovery from that Achilles. It seems like, in my opinion, Cam Akers is the guy. I do like Darrell Henderson, though. I think he's a solid running back as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a shorter leash.
Last year.
It's hard. Like, there's been some reports out of Rams camp saying that they think McVay is sort of changing his view on having that bell cow running back. But I mean, again, it's like, I'll believe it when I see it, right?
Yeah.
If you're always going to do one. That AJ Dillon, I love that team. That Derrick Henry, T. Higgins, AJ Dillon, Tyreek, Justin Herbert. I love that.
Justin's team, 7th spot.
Yeah, because I was hoping AJ Dillon would fall to me, and he did not.
He did not. No, he did not.
I thought he was going to.
I know. I had my. Now we're in a little bit. Okay.
Packers coach just came out today and said Aaron Jones is more and Aaron
1A,
1A,
1B. Yeah.
They're both just like star running backs, he was saying. Pretty much. They both deserve to be on the field. So
AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones.
Yes, just give me a little bit more confidence in AJ Dillon. Even more so.
No, I love that. I do love that pick here in the 5th.
I had one of those things happen when you debate between 2 players, and then the second player falls to you in the next round.
Oh, yeah, that's always nice.
Kyle Pitts and J.K. Dobbins. I was debating between those 2. So
that is a nice feeling. That's a long turn, too.
Yeah, it is. I
don't love where I'm at here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to take
can we pause it?
You can back out.
Hold on, let me pause.
Joey, to answer your question, or not to answer your question, just to make a point. I actually was considering J.K. Dobbins or Cam Akers, but I actually, from what I've seen J.K. Dobbins fall so much. Yeah, I thought I could get him with my next pick.
I thought for sure you were going to take Dobbins, but I
was glad you told me Dobbins is playing week 1 and he's 100% healthy.
Got it.
Okay. Now I will start it.
Copy.
It gives you a full time.
Sorry,
yeah.
We're gonna go here because I don't really have any of him, and I don't love Gibson. I don't think Miles Sanders is going to be all he's cracked up to be, and I would have taken. I might take him now. Hold on. Let's see what he
wait.
I know. I don't want to say it yet.
Yeah. Jordan might take it. Emily asking, what round is everyone taking your first rookie in? And Jordan said
Well,
probably
Joey.
Hall in the 4th. Yeah, I think
Round
Hall
three.
is probably going to be the top one.
All in
Yeah.
the late third, right?
Yep.
Yeah, late 30
For
here.
Joey.
There's a
I
lot
have
of
been getting the
good-
Hall ETN 3-4 swing from like the 9-10 pick,
I
and
like
I've
that.
loved that.
That is a
But
nice.
He got
I've done that in a few
sniped up on
drafts.
me though. So
If
that's
you do
okay.
that and then partner that with a nice, like dependable someone, maybe a little bit
perfect-
later,
yeah, I
a little
love that
earlier,
start.
like you could hit quite a ceiling if those guys hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
And we got an update here from Craig. 26 minutes in, still Man U 1 and Liverpool 0.
Okay. So now I'm in the same position. So I normally, if I wouldn't have taken DeAndre Swift, I would take Amon-Ra St. Brown here. But
Mhm.
part of me is like, I don't know if I want to have 2 Detroit Lions, but I do really like him. So I think I'll do it. Let's just see how the rest of it turns out.
I like that pick. I like that pick there.
Because I feel pretty solid at running back here. And I feel like we'll start doing some risks here. Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Do we believe in him?
I don't think the hamstring news yesterday, I'm not buying too much into that.
Yeah.
It's a little early, but I mean, when he's on the field, he's incredible. And
It's
all last year. So
it's a gamble, but like
it is.
If he pays off, you literally could have, I'm not saying you will, but you could have a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah.
If
So
he really hits.
Exactly. The reason I took Thomas there is because with Jefferson and Lamb, I feel like I can take that risk with him because I've got two such, in my book, such elite receivers. Probably top tier, and then Cup, Chase, and then Lamb is just the top of the tier right below them.
It's a balance. You have a good balanced roster. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The Pitts pick is unusual for me. I don't normally take Kyle Pitts, but in the 4th round, I just kind of wanted to see what my team would look like if I did. So.
I mean, Mariota does.
I don't think he's making to the
tight ends.
Yeah.
If you wanted Pitts, you got to take him there, I think.
One of the PAs at work was a running back for Oregon, and he played with Mariota, and they're like really good friends. And so always I'm like, and I'm a really big Desmond Ridder fan. And so we give each other so much crap. I was like, yeah, Ridder looked really good. And he's like, no, Marcus has got it. He's going to throw to the tight end all the time. And so we just did all about that.
I love that.
Yeah.
And he did throw it a lot when he played previously with the Titans. Like Delaney Walker was a really good tight end with Marcus Mariota. I guess my hesitancy with that is that the Titans, they didn't really have anyone there. I mean, it was kind of a similar station to Atlanta, actually. You had Delaney Walker there. You had Corey Davis there, who was a new, young, up and coming wide receiver.
Wow.
And Delaney Walker wasn't young, so if you really think about it, like he made him be good. So he could do it for Pitts, and Pitts is so much more talented and young.
Now, I would say that I think the other weapons around the Falcons, while they're not great, I'm not trying to say this, they're awesome weapons. I would say they are better than what the Titans had back when was the quarterback there. So I think you can make an argument either way here, kind of deal. But Pitts is going to be heavily targeted. He's I would say the most talented receiver. You could say Drake London, maybe Cordell.
Thielen.
But yeah.
I was hoping I could steal Adam Thielen.
Dame. Good pick by Dame. We got Swamp in here saying it was deciding between Jacobs and Dobbins, but it's hard picking a running back from an ACL injury after year 1. Julia, are you confident in J.K. Dobbins coming back off this injury?
No.
No, you have concern.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't drafted him anywhere, and maybe I'm just being a little like, I don't know.
Yeah,
my gut is like, no, because I also think Lamar is going to throw a little bit more. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't want to touch it. I don't know why, but it's like my spidey sense just says no.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
You're like, I can't.
Your gut's telling you no. And I've that gut has served me well over the years. There was definitely some players who I'm just like, no, I'm not touching them, and it's worked out.
Look at Dustin in the chat. Yeah, I think Ridder wins the job, maybe even tonight.
Ooh,
I love him.
Oh, okay. That makes it easier.
And Justin saying, I'm fading Breece Hall with no Becton and Carter, who is in the mix, and possibly no Zach Wilson. All fair concerns there, Justin. Fair. Absolutely fair, yeah. I'm still gonna just think. I just have a feeling they're gonna give Breece Hall like a Najee Harris like season.
Yeah, I think so too. It might just be from volume that he succeeds.
Just volume, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not, but I understand, especially the offensive line concerns. That's definitely
worrisome. I can't believe I picked him. I don't even like Damian Harris that much, but
you're like tilting. You're really tilting.
Yeah, no, I am tilting a little bit, but I needed a running back. I think it's going to be pretty dry when it gets back to me, and I do think he'll lead New England in carries this year and rushing touchdowns. Wish he had some more pass catching upside.
Do you not like Ramondre?
No, I do like Ramondre, but I still think Damian Harris is going to lead the team in carries when it comes down to it, and goal line carries. So I think he's the most valuable fantasy running back. Ramondre is the guy I do like actually a lot, but I still think it's Damian Harris's job. We were just having a conversation about it this morning. Jay Wall does not like Damian Harris at all. Like he's high Damian Harris. I think Jay is kind of like the pro, and I'm sitting there in the middle, but like right here,
moderate.
I think it's fair.
I think Ramondre is going to be the guy there. But again, it's like the same thing. It's like your spidey sense. You're like, okay. So here I am. I'm not going to go Ken Walker because he seems to be falling apart at this point. Oh man. Okay. Let's see what I'm going to do. I am going
33 minutes in, Joe, and still Man U 1, Liverpool 0. You just sigh. That's all these updates are.
It's because they don't have me. I mean,
you're not.
That must be
there. Yeah.
Let's see where Jordan goes on this pick.
Yeah, here's one after that.
Kareem Hunt is someone I considered, Julia, but with Jacoby Brissett in that offense, I've never been a huge Kareem Hunt fan. Not fan. I think he's very talented. It's like the backup to Nick Chubb. I'm just like that always holds me back from drafting him, even though I know he plays well, even with Nick Chubb out there.
Right
now, you add in Jacoby Brissett led offense. I'm just like, I'm hands on. I know it's a decent pick there.
Yeah. The only reason that I went with it, because I am a big Dameon Pierce fan, is I have Swift and Zeke, so they're solid. Now, I feel okay with Clyde if I have to flex him or whatever. And if Chubb goes down, I have an RB1. Like he might not be the highest, but there's Ertz. Ertz goes. Wow, they have that team not taken
no running back. No,
yeah, I'm looking. Jordan actually messaged me just now he said he had some bleep words for me about the Edmonds pick that I made. So that always makes you feel good.
I think Edmonds is going to have a good year.
Yeah.
So Swamp asked, "Hey Joey, why Edmonds?" So maybe it's a good topic to dive into. Why are you high on Edmonds?
Yeah, I mean Miami went out and got him. He's the next top running back in my queue. I like him better than Hunt and Pierce. I think his role is carved out. Miami hasn't necessarily leaned on one running back the last few years, but I think them going out and get Edmonds, he did put up good work Arizona when he was on the field last year. I like what he can do there, and I'm getting close to being on the clock.
Yes, you are.
If
Julia currently on the clock, and Jordan does take his first running back there, Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon as RB1, looking like my FanDuel draft 2 weeks ago. Melvin Gordon, RB1.
Oh, Lazard. I was deciding between my guy, Lazard, and Olave. I take Lazard everywhere, so I'm like, let's try Olave.
Yeah, I like that.
Both of those guys are going to be so good.
He's the hardest player to pass over when the eighth and ninth round comes around as Lazard.
Yeah.
I even thought about it.
I considered Lazard with my 7th round pick. I was looking. I was like, he's my favorite wide receiver that was left.
I cannot wait to see. He was. We had to pick my guys for fantasy footballers, and he's who I picked.
Yeah, Lazard. I love that. What type of season are you expecting from Lazard this year? Do you think he'll fill in that void that Devontae Adams is leaving?
Oh, I think he'll be their wide receiver 100%. Like Rodgers does not like throwing to rookies. He's made it clear. I think Jones and Dillon will have better seasons as well because they're going to get some of those receptions. But there was a ridiculous amount of targets that are vacated, so it's like there's so many to get. And even in like all the press conferences, Rodgers has made it known that like Lazard's his guy. And, Rodgers does what he wants to do. So
he does, yeah.
And
it looks like you sniped some people with that Olave pick.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys.
I was sniped on it, Olave, and Dustin saying Olave was top of my queue as well.
He made a really good catch the other night. He looks great. He's going to be.
And Carlos saying, I was eyeing Lazard for the 8th since the start. Damn it.
Well, Carlos, after your words from me at the beginning of the show, I don't really feel bad.
Oh,
It's interesting to see like where these guys go. Like, where are we in the 7th? We're in the 8th. We're in the 8th, right?
8th round. Yep.
Yeah. So that's where like the 7th and the 8th is like, if you see your guy out there, that's when you have to reach for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because that ADP starts to fall apart a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlos.
And Jay talking about Damian Harris is not pro, but I think that the hate has gone too far. 7th is a perfect place to take Damian Harris. So it sounds like Jay likes that pick.
Let's see. Who took Harris? Josh did.
Josh did, yeah.
I like what he paired Harris with.
Carlos saying, touche. See you, Joey.
He's tilting again. Look at him.
Tilting again. 9 seconds.
I'm so tilted right now. I'm so tilted right now.
Ken
I'll be the one that does it.
Ken Walker with your tilt?
I took Ken Walker with my tilt. I love Ken Walker. Like as a talent, I fell in love with him. I've said on here before. I think in terms of just running the football, he's better than Breece Hall in my opinion. Now Breece Hall brings a little bit more of an entire package to the table with his pass catching ability. Ken Walker didn't really show that as much in college, but he can catch passes. I love Kenneth Walker. I know he's dealing with kind of they're not really giving us exactly what he had. Some people were saying hernia
situation. Yeah.
And he did have to have a little bit of a treatment.
I wanted Trey Lance. Son of a.
But in terms of upside, I'm willing to sit on Ken Walker for at least a few weeks, see what happens with this 2nd round pick who has a lot of potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And here go the quarterbacks. I thought Trey Lance might make it back to me. And Russell Wilson. All right.
So it looks like 4 teams still have yet to draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
One of those teams, 3 of those teams
all
are your
of them
guys'
are
teams.
us. Yeah.
You guys and Dame.
I cannot remember a better weight on quarterback year, honestly.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's
a
just.
year. Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy if I get the 12th quarterback.
Quarterback is Kirk Cousins. My 15th.
Like, let's go.
Kirk Cousins. Like,
yeah,
I'm fine taking Kirk Cousins.
I almost exclusively wait until the 10th round to get a QB in a 1 QB league. Almost always.
Don't get me wrong. Is Josh Allen going to separate himself from Kirk Cousins?
Sure.
Yeah. I'd much rather Josh Allen than Kirk Cousins.
But then look at who you're passing up in that round, right? You're passing up a Cortland Sutton. You're passing up.
Cortland Sutton or Tyler Lockett.
I have to really like the quarterback to take him at the round. Does that make sense? Like, actually, where Josh Allen went in the 4th, I don't mind that. That's good. I've seen him go, mid-3rd. So
too high.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah,
I like that. I like that Robert Woods pick.
Yeah, I was considering Woods. I'll take Hunter Renfrow though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah, I like that too.
With that.
All right, let's see what
Tyler. I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
He's good though. He's good.
He is good. Just I'm not touching that. Not touching that situation.
It's gonna be.
I also think Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton are good, and we saw how they did with Drew Lock last year.
Not great. Not too great.
That's a really good point, Josh.
Yeah.
But they'll do great when they get Jimmy G.
Honestly, seriously though, Julia,
I
don't even know if the Seahawks. I mean, they have Pete Carroll. He's the oldest coach in the NFL. I'm sure they want to keep winning. I don't know if Pete Carroll's ready for a rebuild. I think the team wants to win.
Carroll's like, it's too handsome. I can't have him on my team.
he outshined me. I'm a good-looking older dude. Yeah.
Wind in his hair and stuff. That's
right. I think the Seahawks want to win. So Jimmy G improves their chances to win.
100%.
DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett are steals if that's the case in this draft.
Yeah.
I don't even know where DK went. I'm assuming late.
He went 4-5. 5th.
I absolutely love that Derrick Henry team. I love I'm a little lower on Tyreek Hill, but I love everything else about that. It's a great team.
Yeah, that's a solid team. I think I wouldn't have taken Herbert that high, but apart from that.
But everything else is still works out okay though. It's like it could have gone.
Still built a solid team.
Is the wide receiver depth. So you're starting 3 wide receivers in this league. Right now it's Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, and Devonta Smith as the 3 receivers, which I'm fine with. Devonta Smith, DeAndre Hopkins when he comes back after 6 weeks, we'll see. But that's what I'd be concerned with if he took a wide receiver instead of Justin Herbert there, and maybe where he took Brian Robbins or took I don't know Devonta Smith. You could have still
go
gotten
like
some
Mike
pretty good-
Williams and maybe take a QB later, in this ninth round here. Like if they Dak Prescott and you switch in like a Mike Williams there, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's a great team.
Yeah. But I
You guys
mean,
haven't-
Justin Herbert there is not a horrible value either. So
No, it's not. It's not. And Dustin said if I could go back and I would wait instead of Herbert. Yeah. That's typically how I feel whenever I'm mock drafting and I decide to go QB a little earlier than usual. I usually get that feeling.
I
Joe
just
Burrow.
I wanted the stack. So I'm like, it kind of fell to me. I wasn't like searching for it, but
I did
That's
the
solid.
same thing.
yeah.
Taking
Yeah, with CD
Dak
Lamb.
with Lamb. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Dak, Jero. It seems like you two have been pretty much in sync most of this draft. I mean, there's a few differences.
actually,
literally,
yeah, look at us.
it's not that
Yeah.
different at all.
We have a
two rounds you went different, but apart from that, it's in the same position.
we have a mutual hatred of Josh, so I mean, it's
That's I don't blame you. I
Just
don't
trying
blame
to
you.
stack it up.
It's a shame that my team's better. No, my team's not too good.
Trying
All's gonna
to
be
talk
all
that
cocky.
shit.
I like my
Yeah.
team. Like if I went into a season with this team in a 12-team league, I'm
You'll be
like,
fine.
let's go.
You'll be fine.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's go.
Simon, you got to Simon's
You're
like
really,
top
you're
10.
really banking on the
receivers.
fact that the Chicago Bears have a season.
Oh God, I do have 2
It's
Bears,
true.
don't I?
Yeah,
I just
you
did a draft last Thursday, and I have David Montgomery and Darnell Mooney in that league too.
Oh,
No.
And I was like, ugh,
You're like,
ugh.
son of a gun. Sometimes you don't even think about it, and then you're like,
At the same time, just judging off of what they've done previously in bad situations, I guess I shouldn't be that worried, should I?
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney last year still
Right.
where did he finish? He was wide receiver
15,
23 in a
20,
PPR league, 140
23.
targets. I would suspect about 140 targets again this year. So
that's a butt ton.
if he could just get those
Are-
touchdown numbers up a little bit, he's gonna have a really good season.
bro, I was
Yeah.
eyeing Sky Moore, so that option is gone. Okay.
Ooh, sniped. Gary. Carlos saying I'm high on Rashad Penny. Should I be?
I like Rashad Penny a lot.
You're
I think
a
right
lot
now he's
higher than
getting
I
good
am.
value.
Yeah.
Third
Where
round,
did-
6th pick.
Let's
That's
go.
high. That's way
a lot.
too
Too
high.
high for me.
That's way too high.
Where did he go?
3
Third round, 6th pick.
Yeah.
That's a little too high, but I still like him.
Like, give me Brees Hall, Zeke, ETN,
Yeah.
David Montgomery, AJ Dillon. I think I'd take
I should just keep listing. Yeah.
Josh Jacobs. Let's just keep listing.
Yeah, like it's like it seems like maybe it belongs at the end of the 5th. More.
But
Yeah.
also, you got to keep
Yeah.
your ear
that's
to the
fair.
ground about all that Ken Walker stuff. Like, and
Yes.
if
Yeah, you're
he
right.
ends up being
And
out,
that's a lot of
longer
energy.
than he is, then all of a sudden, Penny could be a pretty good value.
That's very true.
But at the same time, Penny's
between
dealing with an injury.
seconds. We are the same person.
Oh.
And
I didn't even have to reach for him that much either. Like he was,
Yeah, I
there
was
was
just
one.
between. And I
There was
love
one receiver had above him,
here. I
but-
love Khalil Herbert. These are
Let's
some
just go-
really good drafters in here.
Let's go get
I'm
T
surprised
after
you didn't
this.
draft Khalil Herbert, Josh.
No, I like Khalil Herbert a lot, but he's not. Yeah. I don't know if you're being sarcastic,
just
but
messing
I actually
with you.
do like Khalil Herbert.
I know
as
you
a
do.
dynasty buy.
Two
yeah,
pairs.
next-
we have
of
mentioned
next
this.
season.
high caliber
Yeah.
offense.
Um,
Yeah, you got the top offenses there.
2 Bears and a Seahawk.
Yeah.
you know what? You want good offenses? You want good offenses? I
Oh,
can give you
see.
good offenses.
Pacheco.
No,
I want all the Herberts.
I'm
I
between
love
2
that.
guys, and they're both in good
Yeah,
offenses.
You got all the Herberts.
All the Herberts.
Sammy Watkins. Here we go.
I guess I'll.
That's
take
pretty
Tom.
funny. You got the Herbert stack.
Hey,
Tom Brady.
in the
That's a
10th
solid
round, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Redraft 100%.
And now he's done dancing with everyone, so he's back.
Yeah.
He's back today, guys. He's back.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
true? Okay, that's
no,
good.
to
to
me
know.
it was Masked Singer. I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some recon.
Oh, Matt Singer, not dancing with the
I know
stars.
some
Yeah,
people
Yeah,
who
let
are
us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some recon.
Let us know, Julia.
Okay, I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but
I
that means Tom Brady can sing, right? Do we think Tom Brady can sing?
That does
don't
not mean
know.
Tom Brady can sing. That just
Oh
means
yeah,
he's
that's
doing
a
the
good
Matt
point.
Singer.
They just have to get.
I've
That
never
just
watched the
means-
Masked Singer.
I've watched Matt Singer. I actually watched the first season with my roommate. It was kind of a joke when we were watching it, but it was kind of funny. And like there was some bad people on the Matt Singer
Really?
that
Okay.
definitely did not deserve to be there. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
some of them can absolutely sing. Wayne Brady won season 1.
Oh, he can. He's like a Broadway guy, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh
Wayne
yeah.
Murder-
Wayne Brady is insanely good. Jack 24, what up? Says I need a
Ooh, here we
receiver. I
go.
have Swift, Eckler, Chubb, and I got offered Tyreek for one of the RBs and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who do I trade, and is it a good one? So is this a good trade?
So one of his running backs and Amon-Ra St. Brown for Tyreek Hill.
I got offered Tyreek for one of my running backs and Amon-Ra. So I'm guessing he has Amon-Ra St. Brown and then one of these three.
Too. I thought, when I first read, I thought he was getting Tyreek and Amon-Ra.
Definitely not Eckler or Swift. Definitely not Eckler or Swift.
Yeah. It would be Chubb is the running back you'd be trading, but I don't know if I feel comfortable enough giving up Amon-Ra on top of Chubb.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Tyreek for Chubb straight up. Maybe.
That's fair.
Yeah, that would be fair.
But not.
Is this a dynasty league, first of all? Is it a redraft league? Is
PPR.
Is it just this year, or is it PPR matters? Standard league Chubb is actually one of the guys that definitely gets a nice bump in standard.
Yeah,
league
Swift gets a bump too. Big bump in PPR.
Bump for PPR. Yeah. There's like opposites.
Yeah. So that
Eckler
those details
gets a bump
would
in
help.
PPR too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
And then a dynasty league, Amon-Ra St. Brown's a young guy, so he's got a little bit more value.
Right. Chubb's a little older. Tyreek's a little older. Eckler's a little older.
Yeah. So just a little bit of context there would
it might help. On the outset, I think we're unanimously
right now. He's typing all the
all the deets.
Yeah.
Josh back on the clock here, following Tom Brady pick.
You want a good offense? Here's a good offense. Let's see if it happens. I don't
MVS,
know. Go MVS. I don't know.
MVS,
Sky
Moore, Juju.
By far my favorite wide receiver there, but then it goes MVS. Actually, I like Sky Moore a lot, but
MVS is your number two.
It's hard to see how Sky Moore and Juju fit in together into this picture. To be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that she saw.
Oh, I wish you would not have joined the Discord today.
You want to name?
Mahomes is going to spread around more than we're used to seeing.
I'm actually really regretting my Dak Prescott pick because Stafford is still there.
He is?
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're 2 rounds later, so you could have gotten somebody else.
I could have gotten another.
That Jalen Tolbert pick is so good in the 11th round. That's a good pick.
Yeah,
it is. Jalen Tolbert's very talented. Big play guy. I liked him when I was kind of looking into all the rookies. I kind of fell in love with Jalen Tolbert. I was impressed, especially for a 3rd round draft capital kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Joey taking Jacoby Myers. Julia, you are back on the clock.
On the clock. Let's see.
And Dustin saying Baker was officially named the starter.
Shocking information.
Big whoop.
Yes, he was.
Big news, guys.
Big news.
Big news.
We all knew that was happening, right?
Could have sworn it was Sam Darnold.
All in all, though, it's a big old thumbs up for DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Weird.
Everyone on that offense.
My boy,
in my opinion.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. I'm probably not changing in much for Christian McCaffrey when it comes down to it. But for DJ Moore, I in my mind at least, it mentally gives me a little bit of a bump for him. I don't know.
Mentally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mentally.
It calms your soul slightly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I feel like I could take a little deep breath. A little deep breath.
Jordan saying, don't get my hopes up. Big Panthers fan here. Panthers truth.
No, I mean, Jordan's, I feel like in the same boat. He's happy to see Baker Mayfield be the starter.
That's great for the Panthers.
I think Jordan would agree. I think. I think,
hopefully.
7-9 here. The Panthers come. Oh, no.
Yeah, seriously.
Can I say it just looks
they could go 9-7
to see him in that uniform. He looks so weird in that uniform.
It's 7-10 now, Jordan, by the way.
Oh no, that's even worse.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Gary, that was a good pick. That's what I wanted.
Gary Darrell Henderson, the 11th. Yeah. We got John in here saying, "What's up, guys? I drafted in a league tonight at the 7th. Going off of this draft, who would you guys take at 7? Thanks. Be blessed. Thank you for the question, John. I guess you mean the 7th position.
7th overall.
Yeah. 7th overall pick. So who would you guys be trying to target at that pick? People who might be available or someone who might fall to them for that spot."
I think there's a top 4, in my opinion, that I would like to get in any draft, and it's Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, and Justin Jefferson. That's who my personal top 4 would be. And if one of them ended up falling to you at the 7th spot, we just saw Justin Jefferson fall to the 9th spot for Joey. I love that. So what do you guys think?
What do you think, Julia?
I think all of those are good people to target. I mean, I'd like to know if it's a PPR as well. Yeah, but I think there's so many good people who fall at that spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I love someone mentioned it here. Carlos said Naji Harris. Absolutely, he's someone who is up there in my list. Who I think should be available there, most likely at the 7th. Who I'd be targeting for sure.
Shoot.
Also at the 7th spot,
We said it's a PPR.
Yeah, PPR.
Yeah.
I would really like Austin Eckler. He's kind of like that next guy. I think I would get after those top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler is a guy I personally would like over Naji, but if Naji's your guy, that's fine. Naji scares me a little bit. I think he's still going to be uber involved. So he's a fine pick at the 7th spot too. I slightly actually prefer Derrick Henry to Naji Harris myself, even in
PPR.
Yeah,
good to know.
Yeah,
it's good to know.
So those are kind of the guys you're looking at. If you want to go wide receiver, like Jamar Chase is a good pick, or Stephon Diggs, I like a lot.
I think
where did Kamara go?
I think you sort of mock it and play around with both of them. Like in one of your mocks, you do a wide receiver, and one of them you do a running back, and then
see who falls to you in the second.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Now, don't lock yourself into a strategy either, but it is nice to go with your first 2 picks, a running back and a wide receiver per se, because then you just got a lot of flexibility after that, But don't stick, lock yourself in.
Look at Jordan. Look at what he did. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he did a little.
You got to have some cojones though to do something like that.
Because there's a lot of.
The thing is, Jordan has, in my mind, he has 2 lottery tickets on his team that I think have a good chance of hitting. And if they do, his team is incredible. And that's a Gainwell and Pacheco hit.
Yeah, I agree. And he's really good with trading as well. Like if a couple of these people hit in that first and second week, and he can trade them and get some depth in other, spots, it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's just hard though. Like, are you starting Diggs, Adams, and Waddle and benching DJ Moore? Like, you're gonna be benching one of those guys every week, so it's kind of like,
yeah, because you only got 3 wide receivers, 1 flex.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to start.
That's a really good point.
Let's see. Kenny got
I don't like the pick I just made. I'm tilting so hard. I would have liked to get another wide receiver. I mean, running back there. That's typically how I like to finish off my bench. A bunch of running backs I'm taking shots on. Yeah. Christian Watson's a guy I'm very, along with Marcus Valdez-Scantling, I'm very willing to cut after a week or 2 if they're not producing.
Yeah.
So
and redraft.
I like having guys like that where I just it's like, are they doing it? Are they doing it or not? They're not. Get them out of here.
Yeah, don't let them clog up your bench.
Because there's going to be plenty of guys you want to pick up after week 1, after week 2, after week 3. Those are the biggest pickup weeks of the year where you're actually learning a lot.
Yeah, a bunch of information. What were you going to say, Joey?
You know whose team I really kind of like is Gary's. Because
Gary's in the 11th spot.
If he doesn't miss any weeks, and he sounds like legally he's not going to, Alvin Kamara had the largest target percentage of his career last year with Jameis Winston. Now, I know that Michael Thomas and they had receiving issues, but still, Alvin Kamara at the 11th spot might just be this, like...
Is
he a top 5 player if he plays 16, 17 games?
I think he's my never 6 running back in my projections when you project him for playing all 17 games, actually.
It's risky, but... And then he's got Kelsey, number 1 tight end, Josh Allen, number 1 quarterback. My computer just grunted at me.
Much like Dustin's team. Yeah. Much like Dustin's team, I'm nervous about his wide receivers.
Yeah.
When it comes out. You got to start 3. So Brandon Ayuk is 3rd, and we don't know if Godwin's playing week 1. So he could be rolling out with Jarvis Landry, Brandon Ayuk, Amari Cooper week 1.
Yeah, I don't feel great about Cooper with that quarterback situation.
Exactly. So that's my biggest concern. Like that, and this is the point. Like it's kind of tough sometimes going a top tier. He took the number 1 tight end, the number 1 quarterback. Yeah. And that's just tough for the rest of your lineup sometimes. So running backs are strong, but the wide receivers are a little bit scary. And that's why I usually try to avoid taking one of each.
Take one or the other.
Let's say 5 rounds.
100%. Yeah. If I'm going to take a high-end quarterback, I'm waiting on tight end and vice versa.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for our draft, our mock draft today. That's very successful. Very successful,
good.
folks.
Good job, guys.
Good
Hey,
job.
Julia, you know what? I'm usually pretty cocky and confident, but you can have this one. You won.
Thank
beat
you.
me.
That's so
All right?
kind of you.
Good job.
That's so kind. So kind.
I really like your team. Cole Kmet to finish it off. Fantastic.
I think
Good
Cole
job.
Kmet's gonna have a solid. Yeah, I actually really like my team too. Yeah,
I'm taking Cole Kmet personally above all the tight ends outside up until Zach Ertz. So.
And you know what? I know you wanted to target him because you were big on the Bears. So
Bears. I needed to complete my Bears team, and you ruined it. Thanks.
You really that
You
Bears,
ruined- yeah.
that
The
Bears
Bears
double-
trifecta.
Yeah, surprised
The
you
Bears
didn't
try.
Justin Fields and
I should have just
Super
taken
Bowl.
Justin Field. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame.
Well,
It's a shame.
with a true dark horse here, Joey has actually come out on top as the chat's favorite team drafted
Yeah,
today.
I like
50% of the vote.
Joey's
Well
team
done,
is
it.
Joey.
Good one. You have
I-
a really good team
Julia's
too.
number 2.
I employed the Ric Flair strategy. I just let these two go at it the whole time, and I just sat in the corner.
That was good.
Just waited.
Getting ready to
Waited.
slap us in the chest.
Yeah. Let them beat each other up, and then just throw them both over the top rope.
All right, that's going to do it for us today. If you haven't already, make sure you're following Julia on Twitter at Julia Papworth, right there under her name, under her face, not under her name, without the space in the middle. That's her handle. It's nice and easy, nice and simple. And if you haven't already, like this video. It's the easiest way to show your support for us, and subscribe to Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow with some more goofs and games and gaffs, all that fun stuff. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Pretty makes fantasy fun. What's up?
There,
What's up?
there it is.
What's
There
up?
it is.
You know what's
Go
up?
Liverpool.